Previously on Phoenix Wright, Trials and Tribulations.
I would never eavesdrop. I wasn't raised to be so rude and unrefined as to drop eaves all over the place like some common big-chested brunette. Why am I being demonized here? I mean, they are impressive, but still.
Well done, Mia. Ooh, you've really lit a fire in my heart and in my buttocks.
I really do wish you would stop talking about your damn hemorrhoids. For the time being, victory is yours. For the time being? Well, I have a very long memory, you know. You and I will meet again. I'm certain of it.
My ear is flying, my beautiful ear. Wow, no. I believe I am ready to pass judgment and bring this trial to an end at long last. The court finds the defendant, Phoenix Wright, not guilty. Episode 2, The Stolen Turnabout. The time is 1 a.m. Detective, we made it! Whew, what a relief. Glad the jewel's still safe. Oh, you said it, pal. Must have been our rock-solid security that scared them off. Do you mind opening the safe just to double-check? Ah! We've been had! Up front! Guards! Turn on the searchlights!
Better luck next time, gentlemen.
He's flying.
Excuse me, but I'm afraid I must be leaving now. We shall meet again when the moon is next full.
Okay, so are we doing a theft instead of a murder this time? October 11th, 3:24 p.m., Wright & Company Law Offices.
Hey, Nick, get a load of this. Hey, are you listening to me? You can clean the toilet later. This is important.
What are you freaking about now?
Today will be the last time you talk to me that way.
Okay?
We're about to hit the big time.
Big time? And what do you mean by we? You don't mean you and me are...
Ha! Don't be silly. I'm talking about me and Pearly, of course. Hello. It's a pleasure to see you again, Mr. Nick.
Pearls! You haven't changed a bit. Wait, what are you doing here anyway?
Haven't you heard, Mr. Nick? Here, take a look at this.
What's this? Some kind of poster? Hey, it's the urn. Korean Village, isn't that... That's right, it's our hometown. Pearly and mine, that is. What's this about treasures from the boonies?
Ha, ha, ha. Very funny. You can laugh all you want. But you'll be singing another tune tonight.
Tonight? Well, what about tonight?
The Treasures of Korean exhibit doesn't actually start until next week, but the promoter sent us some special VIP entry passes. That's why I dressed up extra special today. What do you think, Nick?
You look exactly the same as always. Same Maya, different day. This young lady here is Maya Fey, the younger sister of Mia Fey, my friend and mentor. I first met her 2 years ago. I was working on the case surrounding Mia's death, and ever since then,
I've been the one who's been keeping this law office afloat from behind the scenes.
actually, that's just a cover for her true identity. In reality, she's a spirit medium and a bit of a shady character.
Hey, who are you calling shady?
And this little girl is Pearl Faye, but I usually call her Pearls. She's Maya's cousin and a spirit medium in training herself.
I know I'm a bit young, but I want to help in any way I can, Mr. Nick.
Korean Village is the home of the mysterious Korean channeling technique. And Maya here is the daughter of the Korean school channeling's master. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's no joke. I've seen her power with my own eyes. It's the real thing, all right.
Earth to Nick! How long you going to make two gorgeous women like us wait? Yeah, Mr. Nick, I can't wait any longer. I want to see the exhibit.
Looks like I don't get a choice here. Might as well head on out. October 11th, 7:18 p.m., Lord Lee Taylor Main Exhibit Hall. Lord Lee Taylor, city's fanciest and most expensive department store. Oh, treasure exhibit, huh? I have to admit I'm pretty impressed.
Wow, this is awesome.
Yeah, you can make even the cheapest junk look great. It all depends on how you display it.
Oh, they even have the dusty old hanging scroll that was in the Fay Manor storeroom. Oh yeah, I remember scribbling on it when I was a little girl.
On a family heirloom?
Say, Nick, the person in charge of this exhibition is waiting for us in the basement warehouse.
All right. I guess we should go and say hello. But first, I think I remember this old folding screen here. Pretty sure it was an important piece of evidence. In that murder case that happened in Korean Village.
This folding screen is the greatest of all the spirit channeling secrets. The six-leaf Korean sacred writings folding screen.
If it's so secret, why is it the most prominent thing in the exhibit? They're just a bunch of old urns. Are these really treasures, too?
Of course they are. This is a treasure exhibit, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I guess so. So all it takes to be a treasure is age? No wonder nobody likes museums.
Oh, Mystic Maya, look! I can't believe it! Ah, so cute! This little diorama of Korean Village.
Yeah, look at that. Somehow it seems to reek of dreariness.
Why is Phoenix so negative on this? Oh, Mystic Maya, it's your house. It even says Fay Manor on it. Yikes, you're right. I kind of want to add the famous in front of it.
Don't do it, Maya. You might get mad. What's with this big cushion? It's just lying around with nothing on it.
Well, it must be for the greatest treasure of all.
Greatest treasure? Is there something like that?
Huh? Why, of course there is. Right, Pearly? Ow. Yeah, of course. Yeah, but I'll bet it would really take your breath away.
A piece of cloth with a ton of finely written characters jammed onto it. Probably esoteric knowledge only mediums would know. Let's see.
Here's the title in English, 108 Ways to Save Money. I'm pretty sure the number has gone up since last time I saw it. Well, we're always looking for new ways to... Well, we're always looking for new ways, you know. Being a medium sounds like a rough way of life. Okay, let's go to the basement. October 11th, Lordly Taylor, basement warehouse. Yep, this is a basement warehouse, all right. This place is scary. I feel like a monster could jump out at any time. Don't be scared, Pearly. I'll protect you. Oh, Mr. Wright.
Eek! A monster, you were right!
A monster? Oh, hello. Good evening. It's good to see you again. I know you. Nice to see you again too, little miss.
Ah!
Hello. Is she a friend of yours, Nick? And how do you know her, Pearly? Nice to meet you. I'm Adrian Andrews. I'm in charge of the promotion and planning for this treasure exhibit. I'm also responsible for the security arrangements. Oh, nice to meet you. Adrian sure has changed since last time we met. So, this is the warehouse. The really valuable exhibit items are still stored away in here. It really has been a long time, hasn't it, Mr. Wright?
Nick, what's going on? Who is this woman?
Why are you freaking out on me? What? I just thought it'd be more dramatic if I got all worked up, that's all.
Mystic Maya, you shouldn't let him off the hook so easily.
Please, Maya, don't say anything that'll needle pearls further. Mr. Wright was there for me when I really needed help. It was something that happened 7 months ago. You remember, don't you? The Nickel Samurai case. Not really. I was stuck in a dark wine cellar. Did that escape your memory, Nick? After that, I quit being a manager and started this job. Wow, that's tough. I'm sorry, Ms. Andrews, if it wasn't for us. No, don't say that. I'm glad the whole thing happened. Thanks to you and everyone else that was involved, I was able to change my whole life. I really am grateful. Whew, that's a relief. Yeah, she kind of falsified evidence, tampered with the crime scene, tried to frame somebody for murder. And 7 months later, she's doing this. I'm really impressed, Ms. Andrews. Handling a huge exhibit like this must be very tiring. Well, Lordly Taylor is celebrating their 200th anniversary this year. The works on the display in the main exhibition hall are worthy of the finest museums. Woohoo! Did you hear that, Pearly? The finest museums. Yes, I did. That's really wonderful. So this basement warehouse is pretty well protected, huh? Of course it is. After all, there's some priceless treasures here. The security guards are all very highly trained as well. Ah, that sounds good. So, what is with that face she's making? Let's see. It looks like a part of a big signboard. All I can read on it is the burr. Sign goes burr. Aha, I got it. Maybe it's supposed to say hamburger. Why would anyone write hamburger that big? Like, maybe for the World Hamburger Festival or something. I kind of doubt it. Aha, I got it. Maybe it said spaghetti. Why are you talking about food? Oh, wait, that's normal for you. Anyway, it says burr. There's no way it could be used for spaghetti. Well, maybe it was a typo. You might have said spaghetti festival. What do you think? Okay to me. Besides, the spaghetti is the only thing more tangled than your reasoning. This computer looks like it's hooked up to the security camera above. And that means what? The camera is set up to take a photo of anyone that goes in or out of the storeroom. Then the data from the camera gets uploaded to this computer here. That's what. I see. That's some pretty high-tech stuff. It's a security camera. It's trained on the warehouse door. It's set up to take a picture of anyone that enters or exits the door. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, they say. Mystic Maya, take a look next to the door. That's Mystic Ami, right? Yes, that's a statue of the woman who invented the Korean channeling technique, Ami Faye. This statue is on loan from one of the training halls of the Faye branch family. In fact, it just arrived this morning. A statue of the founder of the Korean channeling technique is holding the Shichi Shito. What's that creepy looking thing she's holding? Don't ask me, how should I know? Well, you are the future master, right? Maybe so, but this is the first time I've ever seen this statue. That thing is the Korean Shichi Shito. It's a ceremonial sword. It's not a real weapon, so the blade isn't sharp. Aw, phooey. I wanted to cut something. What are you eyeing me for? Oh, look, it's already 8 o'clock. Have you all eaten yet? Well, actually. I've already made a reservation at the restaurant on the 12th floor. Why don't we all dine together? Ooh, I like the sound of that. Dine, it sounds so fancy. I'll have the kids' lunch. Early is dinner, not lunch. Why don't you go for it and really eat your fill with the kids' dinner? Okay, in that case, one kid's dinner for me. Shall we head upstairs then? After that pleasant evening, all that remained was to wait for the exhibition's opening. It was wonderful seeing Miss Andrews looking so happy. None of us could have imagined that the very next day something terrible would happen. Oh, okay, maybe it is a murder trial after all. October 12th, 10:09 a.m., Wright & Company Law Offices. Nick, this is terrible! Let me guess. Miss Andrews is dead. What the? You're cleaning the toilet again? I never knew you were such a toilet freak. Hey! Last night's dinner didn't sit well. You should have seen the inside of this damn toilet. It was like a murder scene, except brown instead of red. Give me a break, will you? My brain just hit the snooze button for the 5th time. I'm going to turn on the TV. Okay.
We've got an update on the recent treasure heist. Based on clues found at the scene of the crime, authorities have announced that they believe it was the work of the renowned phantom thief, DeMasque.
The mask?
According to a spokesperson, Lord Lee Taylor received a threat letter some days ago. This is the 5th heist by this phantom thief who only targets rare treasures.
Lord Lee Taylor? Well, Nick, what are you gonna do? Don't you dare go back to scrubbing the toilet. Treasure? You don't think... Yes! Now hurry up, Nick. It was stolen by DeMasque. Our most valuable treasure. The Korean sacred urn was stolen! What? Refresh my memory a little. What's the sacred urn? It's only the most important treasure in Korean village, that's all. Look, it's right there on the poster. Yeah, okay. I remember. Don't you remember what's inside? The urn contains a very important soul, which Pearly released. Namely, the soul of Mystic Ami Faye, the founder of the Korean channeling technique. Right, Pearly? Yes, that's right. Absolutely right. There's absolutely no way that Auntie Amy's soul could have possibly escaped from that urn. Hold up. I thought that urn had the name Ami written on it. It says, I am. Any idea how that happened, Pearly? There's some things best left unsolved, wouldn't you say, Mr. Nick?
Yeah, no need to get into that. That's right. 1 year ago, there was a murder in Korean Village, Maya's hometown. The sacred urn turned out to be an important clue in that case.
It was terrible. I was arrested and everything. Again. For murder. Again.
1 year ago, a murder in Korean Village. A man was killed during one of Maya's spirit channelings. This urn wound up being the key piece of evidence that proved her innocence.
Mr. Nick, would you mind not telling Mr. Maya about that? You promised, remember? You said you wouldn't tell anyone I broke the urn.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, I remember. This urn used to say Amy on it.
Oh, poor Pearls.
Until Pearls accidentally broke it into a million pieces. She tried to secretly fix it. Let's just say it didn't work out so well.
Sorry, I'm not so good at arts and crafts. Spelling either.
Anyway, this is how her gluing project turned out. She put the pieces together wrong, and now instead of Amy, it says I am. I can't believe no one's noticed this until now, a whole year later.
I can't believe it myself.
Okay, the toilet is shinier than the judge's head, so let's see what's next.
What's wrong with you, Nick?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do you mean? Mr. Nick, your beloved Mystic Maya's treasure has been stolen. Doesn't that even bother you?
I'm a lawyer, not a detective.
But I thought the urn was the village's treasure. So I don't see how. The village is Mystic Maya. She's the future master of the Korean School of Channeling. You know what I'm talking about, Mr. Nick. I won't let you say you don't.
Okay, I do. So what am I supposed to do about it? Like I said, I'm a lawyer.
Isn't it obvious? Go and find the bad guy who did this. Yeah, you get the sacred urn back.
But I'm not a detective. How many times do I have to say that?
That had nothing to do with this. If you're a real gentleman, you will find it for your beloved Mystic Maya.
Man, oh man, there's no winning against Pearls' fairy tale image of love. So what's the name of this bad guy again?
DeMasque, Nick. Make a note of it. DeMasque.
All right, let's go. October 12th, Lordly Taylor Main Exhibition Hall.
Right, let's see if we can find some clues that might lead us to the bad guy.
But it doesn't look like anything's been disturbed.
Yeah, it looks pretty much the same as it did last night. Bad guy, huh?
Hey, you can't poke around here, pal. Wait a minute. That voice. Oh, no, not him again. It's you, and I'm the one who should be saying not again. Why is it that every time something bad happens, you always show up, pal? I should be asking you that. Aren't there any other detectives? No, I should be asking you that. What are you doing hanging around here? Hey, I asked you first. Why are you here
All right, we got it. Why don't you two cast some makeup already? Hello. It's been a long time, Mr. Scruffy Detective.
Oh, it's you, little missy.
Actually, my name is Gumshoe. Detective Dick Gumshoe. Now's a good chance for you to try to remember it right. And if it's too long for you, you can just go on Dick. Okay, it's good to see you again, Mr. Detective Dick. Yeah, good to see you too, again too, I guess. Well, what happened? Mr. Detective Dick, can you tell us about what happened? Oh, you trying to remember my name, atta girl? It's just Gumshoe, okay? Anyways, the thief stole something called the Sacred Urn. I know about that. Oh, well, the criminal's name is Master DeMasque. I know about that too. Detective, can't you tell us anything other than that? Well, I guess I sort of kind of owed you guys, you know, in a way. The crime occurred last night around 1:30 in the morning. How exactly do you know that? We got an emergency phone call from a guard at the scene of the crime, pal. He said the iron was just stolen. The scene of the crime? You mean here, right? Wrong. That iron was being kept under careful guard in the basement warehouse. Basement warehouse, huh? So who was guarding the basement warehouse? That guy. It's all his fault that the thief got away, pal. He solves one case and gets a swelled head thinking that he's an ace detective. Ace detective? So, why do you call him an ace detective anyway? That's what he calls himself, pal. I don't make it up. So, what's he like? Well, like I told you, Master DeMasque has made 5 heists so far. On the 4th heist, Mr. Ace Detective managed to get the stolen treasure back. Wow, that is impressive. All by himself? Yeah, gotta admit it, pal. Maybe he really is as good as he says. Or maybe he's Master DeMasque. Every time the thief sends one of his calling cards, we send our men on a stakeout. But none of us has ever gotten so much as a glimpse of the guy. And Mr. Ace Detective was able to retrieve the stolen treasure from the thief. Anyway, he's at the scene of the crime right now looking for clues. Huh, so he's down in the basement warehouse, eh? Hey, Detective Gumshoe, about this Master DeMasque. Is he famous? What? You're joking, right, Nick? Master DeMasque is the hottest thing since sliced bread. Sometimes he appears as a museum guard. Sometimes he appears as a big brown bear known to surprise unsuspecting victims. But underneath those disguises is the true Master DeMasque. So he's some kind of master of disguise, huh? And he only goes after the finest works of art, pal. Last night was his 5th heist. If Lordly Taylor had only cooperated, I could have caught him this time. What? Then you knew he was planning on stealing the sacred urn? Of course I did. The guy always sends his calling card before he steals something. Calling card, huh? They mentioned that on TV. So, what's this calling card? It is. But don't show it to anyone. Stop seeking, okay, pal? What's this mark on the front? That's the Master DeMasque's signature emblem, pal. You could say it's his mask, or mark. It's a mark of a mask. All of his calling cards have got it on them. They didn't mention that on the news flash. We're withholding that detail from the public for operational reasons. The only way we can tell if a calling card is real or not is by this emblem. Okay, sent before a heist. That makes sense. When you get famous, there are always imitators. Mr. Nick, if you work a little harder, maybe you can have your own copycat someday. Oh, thanks, I guess. Okay. I guess we'll go downstairs now. October 12th, Lordly Taylor Basement Warehouse. Oh. No matter how many times we come here, this place always gives me the chills. This is only the 2nd time we've been here.
That's probably because it's air conditioned to protect art pieces, you know. Welcome to my private little banquet of chaos. Huh? What the heck does that mean? Oh.
I'm afraid I have very little to offer, but please make yourself at home.
Who are you anyway?
Shh, silence.
Now I see. It's all becoming clear.
What do you see?
Zavai! The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. A lawyer and a spirit medium, neither very advanced at their trade. Am I wrong?
Yikes! That's scary! How'd you know that?
How do you say? A universal skeptic would say that how is nothing but a question of why. I am a traveler of both time and space, and a swimmer of dreams.
What is he talking about? Can't make heads or tails of it.
Without further ado, let me fulfill what should be the first duty of any gentleman, and introduce myself. The name is Atme. Look at me.
Oh my Gideon.
Ace Detective.
Oh, I. Don't let him intimidate you, Nick. Stand up and show him what you're made of. The name's Wright. Phoenix Wright. Ace Attorney.
I'm Maya Fey, a spirit medium. And I'm, her Fey, Ace Cutie. I'm Mystic Maya's cousin and, spirit medium Ace Apprentice.
Excellent. Well then, shall we begin our little game?
Game? Why does the phrase one short of a baker's dozen come to mind with this guy? So are you really as famous as you say?
Of course. For a lawyer, you have a rather shocking lack of knowledge about the world. I had no idea anyone was left in this city who had not heard of me. Look at me! I am Master DeMasque's arch enemy, the ace detective Luke Atme. At this moment, there are two mighty figures which loom large over this grand city. One embodies the nefarious forces of darkness, the other the angelic cherubs of light.
Boy, now I'm really lost. What is he saying, Nick?
I have been personally on the heels of this villain since his first crime. After learning this criminal's patterns, I thwarted his very latest loathsome larceny. I even returned the target of his tyranny, the portrait of Medina, to the crime scene. And I did it all by myself. I took it back from DeMasque, with my brawny mind and my brilliant muscles.
Yeah, they mentioned it on the news in the Great People Around Town segment. They said that the museum gave you an incredible jewel as a reward.
Well, compared to the treasure that I retrieved for them, it's not much.
So, in the end, the only thing that makes you great is your own self-praise.
Oh, tell us what you know about Master DeMasque, and keep it simple, please.
Like about how I have devoted my life to thwarting his dastardly deeds. Last night, here in the bowels of this store, we were locked in a most glorious battle.
I see. Hang on a second. You were here last night? Here in Lordly Taylor?
Naturally, wherever DeMasque goes, you will find Atme laying his elegant traps.
Elegant traps? Or like DeMasque out-eleganced you and made a beautiful getaway?
But this time I allowed him to escape with the illusion of victory.
I wonder if I should ask him about what happened last night in more detail. Can you tell us exactly what happened here last night?
But of course, after all, I always say there should be no secrets between aces.
Flattery will get you nowhere, Pinocchio.
I first received a request for my services 20 days ago. And it was 10 days ago that we received DeMasque's calling card.
Huh? You were hired before the calling card even arrived?
Yes, you see, the person who hired me is quite rigorous and thorough.
Oh, that's Adrian for you.
A mere 10 days after hiring me, her worst premonitions were realized.
The calling card arrived, right?
Yes, so ace detective that I am, I set a trap for the thief right in the warehouse and waited for him alone.
Alone? But why? Why didn't you go to the police for help?
Ridiculous! Why would I seek help from such a singularly useless group of nincompoops?
You've got a lot of nerve. After all, it was you that let DeMasque get away.
I always operated alone and concealed,
Out of the sight of others.
Horn sealed?
Precisely! Even the guards on duty here were unaware of my presence. To fool your enemies, first you must fool your friends, is my own original proverb.
Anyway, back to what happened last night.
As I was saying, I hid here in the warehouse and waited for the thief to arrive. But I swear to you, not a solitary soul came through that entrance. Nevertheless, the sacred urn disappeared.
But that's impossible. How could it just disappear?
How, you ask? Don't be ridiculous, sir lawyer. If I knew the answer to that question, I wouldn't be here.
For someone who seriously messed up his own stakeout, he's rather full of himself.
So you're saying that even though no one came through those doors last night, our precious urn is still somehow vanished from under your enormous nose?
That's just not possible.
Tisk, sir lawyer, please refrain from such crude behavior.
What do you mean?
This criminal is an artist. The crime scene is the canvas upon which he paints. Only I, ace detective at me, have an eye which is educated enough to read these signs.
Could you translate that for me, Nick?
I think you pretty much said don't touch anything, amateurs.
If there's something you wish to know about, you have but to ask at me. I know everything there is to know about my rival DeMasque.
What do I do now?
Does he have any top secret information, stuff that only a real crime buff would know?
I'll think about what to ask while I listen to what Mr. Ace Detective has to say. Okay, how about this?
I'm sorry I can't be more helpful, but I have no interest save that of finding evidence against my arch rival. Ugh.
Nah, it's okay. Nick is just a bit of a piddling evidence hog. That's his defense style.
A piddling evidence hog, you see? In that case, I'd simply be wasting my breath.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Thanks, Maya. Why couldn't you have said I was a rival and not a piddling evidence hog? Yeah. Okay, how about the calling card? Master Mask calling card. It's got his emblem printed on it, right? Quite impressive. But I would expect nothing less from my arch rival. I'm surprised to see you in possession of such a top secret piece of information.
Well, we've got an ace lawyer, an ace spirit medium, and an ace cousin apprentice here.
Yes, indeed. I think I could learn to like you, my fellow ace professionals.
I don't know if I really want this guy to like us.
Ever. Well, Sir Lawyer, I've been told that you too are pursuing the mysterious thief. Well, not sure I would...
That's right! We're going to find the sacred urn no matter what we have to do.
Excellent. I will trust you. I permit you to take a look around while I investigate elsewhere. If perchance you should discover something of value, return then to my office. My Office of Earthly Delights, the Atme Detective Agency.
Office of Earthly Delights?
Well then, Sir Lawyer, if you'll excuse me, I have much to do.
Wait a minute! He's gone.
I don't like the idea of doing this guy's work for him.
Come on, Nick, don't worry about it. It's no big deal. Let's hurry up and investigate before he changes his mind. I want to go to his office too. Take me with you, okay?
All right.
That pathetic-looking wooden box. Ah! That's the box that had the sacred urn in it! Don't touch it. There may be clues to the thief's identity on there. I worked so hard to make that box.
Huh?
You made that poor excuse for a box, Maya? What's that supposed to mean? That urn has always been on its stand in the winding way of Fee Manor. So there was no box suitable for it, Mr. Nick. And I was so proud of it. Sniffle, sniffle.
Poor Maya. Maybe it'd have been better if Master DeMasque had taken the box too.
Wow, this is awesome. What did Ms. Andrews say it was called again?
Shitsu. It's basically seventh branch sword in Japanese. Or so says Ms. Andrews. Though, it's pretty heavy.
One hit, 7 times the fun. Pretty catchy, huh? I bet it'd sell like hotcakes. There's something about it that bothers me. Wow, you're really firing on all cylinders today, Pearly. This sword. Wasn't the Mystic Amy holding it last night? Ah! And another thing, the sword wasn't bent like last night like it is now.
You're right.
Awesome, Pearly. I wouldn't expect any less from my little ace apprentice.
The sword is bent, so that must mean last night someone used it somehow.
Aha! I just thought of something. Maybe Detective Atme smashed Master DeMasque with it. Like this! Yeah!
Ah, what the heck?
What do you think, Pearly? I think it's even more bent than it was before.
Oh man, my head. My hair! Shichishito added to the court record. Okay, wasn't bent before the crime. They bent it to wedge something open.
Hey, Pearly. Do you know what this is? It's a computer. A computer. Oh, I've heard of those. Yeah, such a cute name.
It looks like this computer is for storing the data from the security camera. When someone comes in or out of the warehouse, the camera takes a photo of them.
It's probably the trap that the detective set up. Let's see if we can find last night's data on this thing. We might even find a photo of Master DeMasque.
Let's see here. Man, I really stink at working these things.
What's wrong, Mr. Nick? You're sweating an awful lot.
I don't know how to pull up the photos.
I had no idea you were so pathetic with high-tech stuff, Nick.
Yeah, well, I managed to print out the camera data anyway.
I guess you have to learn to crawl before you can walk. Right, Nick?
Yeah, sure. Anyway, it looks like the camera only went off once last night.
At around 1 a.m.
It's a security camera. It's trained on the big door to the storeroom. Set up to take a photo of anyone that goes in or out.
A security camera? Yeah, go stand in front of that door and it'll snap your photo too, Pearly. Mr. Maya, do you think I should smile? Nah, it's for criminals. So I think you should make a really scary face. Like this. Like this? Mr. Nick, what's that big door over there?
It looks like it's the door to the actual storeroom. I can see lots of big boxes and stuff back there.
I guess that's where they were keeping the sacred urn.
Remember, Maya, Ms. Andrews said we're not allowed in there.
Look what you did, Nick. You spilled paint over here.
I didn't do that.
Well, I wasn't here last night. I would have noticed a color this outrageous. But this paint is already dried up. Well then, you should have cleaned it up before it dried, Nick.
Paint doesn't dry that fast. Besides, I told you it wasn't me. It looks like it's been several days since it was spilled. Hey, look at this.
What is it?
There's some kind of shape left in the bottom left side of this stain.
Huh? You're right. I wonder what it could be. The box! This statue of Mr. Kami is so cool. I want a gold statue of myself. We could put it in the office.
Hey, it's Wright and Company.
What a gold statue of me. Mr. Nick, I'm sorry, but I noticed something strange.
Huh? What is it, Pearls?
The statue of Mr. Kami. Was this where it was last night? Ah! I'm pretty sure it's closer to the door.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Great job, Pearly. I wouldn't expect anything less from my ace cousin.
So it was covering up the paint. So the statue was moved on the night of the crime. And I guess somebody spilled paint on this before they put it into the storeroom. All right, I guess we're going back out here. Oh.
Hey, Nick, your cell phone's ringing.
Yeah, I can hear it. Hello, Phoenix Wright here. Oh, it's me, Gumshoe. Gumshoe? What is it? And what's so funny? I'll tell you what's funny, pal. I finally beat him. I beat Mr. Ace Detective. Finally, this underdog is the alpha dog today that stuck up detectives mid his match. Yup, I finally caught him. Lock, stock, and barrel. There's no escape for him.
You caught him? Are you saying you captured DeMasque?
Bingo! Well, actually, he surrendered. But I still got him. DeMasque surrendered?
That's great. So, when can we come and pick up the sacred urn?
Well, you see, I was going to tell you, What? Something wrong? Do you think you can swing by the detention center sometime? The detention center? He wants to talk to you. Master Mask, that is. What? He wants to talk to Nick? I'll be waiting for you, pal. So get over here soon. Beep. The detention center, huh? All right. I think we're going to do that in the next episode. Do the outro! Well then, looks like for once we don't have a murder to solve. It's a nice change of pace. I'm betting that Luke at me is actually Master Mask. I mean, I'm probably wrong, but still, it just feels like he's arranging all these heists and occasionally recovering what was stolen to bolster his reputation. No idea why someone would turn themselves in as the thief, but I'd imagine he's going to ask us to defend him. So, we'll go meet with him in the next episode. In the meantime, here's a playlist of my Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair playthrough, and down here is the video that YouTube recommends. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!